A year ago, we started a big trend where people didn't want to work. Employers were getting creative to hire people. There were too many job openings and not many people taking them. It was getting very competitive out there. Also, things happened like the Great Resignation and quiet quitting, which basically affected every corporation in the US. But things are changing and fast. In this video, I will talk about how employees are losing their power over corporations, how to land a job today, things to look for, and how you can make more money. Hi there, welcome to your channel, The Foreigner in America, where I teach locals and foreigners everything related to money and personal finances, including investing in the markets, cryptos, real estate, and businesses. So if you're someone like myself who wants to achieve greater wealth in life, you don't settle for pennies but for Benjamins and love money, please subscribe to this great channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my weekly videos. Also, check out my Instagram, TikTok, and my blog under The Foreigner in America. And I have a solid book, which I will leave a link below for you to check out. So without further ado, let's begin. The number of job openings plunged by more than 1 million in August, and this is a sign that the massive US labor gap is beginning to close. Let me show you the numbers. The available positions for the month were 10.05 million, dropping from 11.17 million in July. And the number they were expecting, and by they, I mean the Bureau of Labor Statistics, was 11.1 million. This is the biggest decline in 1 month since April 2020 in the early days of the COVID pandemic. The number of hires rose a little bit, while people that left their job voluntarily rose by 100,000 to 4.16 million. And this is part of the Great Resignation. The question is why? Why is this happening right now? The two things are important to notice. One, we are in Q4. And historically, Q4 or October to December, companies don't hire that many people. This happens in a good and a bad economy. Hiring in December is the slowest of the year, while the first months of the year are the strongest. Remember, there are two types of jobs out there. There's no clear indication on how many jobs there are out there for each category, but I will assume it's like 80-20. 80% of the jobs are entry-level or early career jobs, meaning from 0 to 5 years of experience. The other 20% are the high-paying jobs, which require a specific experience and more than 5 to 15 years of experience, depending on the industry. So when you hear someone talk about wanting a job that makes 6 figures in a state different from California and New York, and outside of big tech companies, they don't have it easy, man. For you to be able to land 6 figures in any industry outside of tech or finance is complicated. And this person needs to have specific experience in the field where the job opening sits. So it's funny when they ask for a salesperson in medical and someone from the chemical industry comes and applies and he gets rejected. Soft skills like sales are transferable from industry to industry, but companies don't want to wait 6 to 12 months to get the results. So the Federal Reserve is watching closely the job openings and labor turnover numbers because they're looking at reversing inflation through a series of 5 interest rate increases this year. Biggest problems when the Fed raises rates are the real estate market cools off because of interest rates, and companies stop hiring and start laying off people due to a slowdown in the economy. So the central bank is also interested in the labor market, which had been showing about 2 job openings for every available worker, and now contracted to 1.67 to 1. The job market has been a primary driver for inflation, as the scarce labor pool has helped drive up wages sharply. The average hourly earnings rose 5.2% over a year, but adjusted for inflation, it declined 2.8%. So this is where it gets interesting. Stay with me. So job openings took a major dive in August, falling by more than 1 million. But because of the drop in openings and the high number of Americans who entered the labor force in August, almost 900,000, the worst of the tight labor market is over. The biggest drop in vacancies was in healthcare and social assistance with 236,000 and retail with 143,000. So what the Fed is doing is aligning labor supply with demand using rates to slow the flow of money. Unemployment rate still is at 3.7%, which is very healthy. They're planning to add 275,000 jobs in the month of September. So what's in for you? Let me explain. If you're looking for a job, you're a little late to the game. Job posts and hiring were hot just months ago, but it's still good. Get active on LinkedIn, contact recruiters, update your resume and cover letter, and show the value you can bring to a company. If you're looking for an entry-level job or a job with 3 years of experience or less, you won't have too much trouble finding one of those. A couple of interviews and a good CV will make it. The problem comes when you want to land a job that requires specific experience and more than 5 to 15 years of experience with a 6-figure compensation package. If you want to land one of these jobs, you need to concentrate on applying to jobs where the experience they're looking for matches with yours. Your resume needs to be specific for the type of job, and you need to improve the way you communicate during all the interviews, which could be many. Unfortunately, you could be the best of the job. The company could make millions of dollars with you on board. You can be the GOAT of employees, but if you're not a solid interviewer, you will not get a job. It's what it is. So go to YouTube and find interviewing tips, how to answer questions, which questions to ask, how to present your experience, how to make it meaningful, etc. Also, make sure you become an expert in what the company does, product, services, their investor presentation, events, and any other things you can find online. Also, imagine yourself already hired. What would you do in the first 6 months to add value? Let them know. Remember one thing, you can lie to a recruiter, but you don't want to lie to a high executive in the company. This for 2 reasons. One, they will feel your BS right away since they have done it millions of times. And 2, because if you get hired and you're told to do what you said you did and you cannot do it, well, it's pretty embarrassing. It's like people lying about speaking a specific language. Don't lie. Just magnify what you're good at. If you're looking to jump from company to company for more money, just make sure you have a good emergency fund in place for 12 months of solid income to cover everything in your life and more. When companies lay off people, they usually go last in, first out. So concentrate on accomplishments rather than strength. Instead of saying, I'm very good communicating with customers, you can say, there was this one customer who was angry because of a misunderstanding with a coworker and how I've solved it. There is not enough preparation you can get for an interview, so just prepare yourself. If you switch away from a good job, then have an emergency fund in place in case something goes wrong, and don't burn bridges. I want you to be more successful and minimize the risk of messing things up. So let me know in the comment section how you have been successful during a hard interview. But remember, take control of your life and take control of your money. So thanks a lot for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and found useful information, give me a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my 2 weekly videos as soon as they come out. So have a great day, enjoy the sun, don't lose any money, and I'll see you next time.